Hey guys, it's Kim here with Verily Fiber Fun. Thanks so much for joining me today on this combing video. I thought I would share with you how I'm combing some of the wool that I recently dyed in a previous video. This is from a ram sheep that is part Gulf Coast native and part Texel. I think it's a 50-50 blend cross between the two breeds. And lovely, lovely fibers, so incredibly soft, from one of my favorite local farmers. And I believe it's Hope Springs Farm. There's Hope Springs Farm and then there's Sweet Hope Farm. It is Hope Springs Farm. When I say them both, I always know which one it is. Anyway, I am lashing on butt first onto the combs. But if the fibers don't all end up the same way, it's not the end of the world. I'm not doing this for a purely worsted spin. I am doing this for future blending projects. Instead of buying a bunch of commercially combed top, dyeing it, and then using it for blending, I thought I would create my own combed top. By hand. It's a long drawn out process, but the hackle really cuts that processing time more than in half. I was dizzing off every combful as I finished combing, but now I'm able to load, I think 6 is the most I've put on the hackle at one time. So at least 6 combfuls on the hackle and then dizz them all off. And that not having to constantly stop and dizz every single combful has really saved me a ton of time. And having the hackle set up with right next to the comb makes a really big difference. But every now and then I will accidentally catch some of the wool that's on the corner of the hackle. So it's important to be careful not to have them too close together. And then the comb is sticking out away from the table further than the hackle. See, the hackle's sitting on the edge and the comb is poking over the edge. So before I dizz, I will remove that comb so it's not in the way and is not a danger to anybody. These are either Viking combs or Valkyrie combs. They are the double pitch fine. And I love them, but I really need extra fine or super fine combs. So I'm hoping to get to upgrade my combs at some point in the near future. But I did just purchase a couple of other tools, so the combs will have to wait a little while longer, and these work just fine. Takes an extra pass or two to get the fiber really good and clean, but not that big a deal. The hackle is the standard hackle, 12-inch Valkyrie double pitch standard hackle. And the tines are much bigger around and farther apart than the combs, which gives me a little bit of trouble when I'm trying to lash onto the hackle. It's so different from the combs that sometimes I have trouble getting the fibers to stay on the hackle. So, but it makes dizzing really, really easy. So that's worth it. Please don't freak out. I am not combing directly towards my face. I lean my head away and I angle the tines out over my shoulder so that I don't impale myself. I am being incredibly careful. These combs are sharp, as you can well imagine, and I have gotten hurt on them a few times. I have jabbed my finger a few times. It hurts really bad, and I don't like getting hurt. So I'm very, very careful in how I work with these combs. And the last thing I want to do is jab myself in the eyeball, and go blind. Yeah, not happening. So I am careful. It may not look like it, but I really am being careful. This should be the last time I'm putting the fiber back onto this stationary comb, and then I'll be transferring it over to the hackle. Woohoo! While I finish up the combing, I would like to say thank you so much for all the new subscribers and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me as much as I enjoy hanging out with you. And I hope you learn lots of good things, because I do enjoy learning and teaching and all that fun stuff. Thank you guys for all the lovely comments and the likes and the questions, and you guys just really make my day, and you make creating these videos worth it. So I appreciate you very much. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And don't forget to hit the little bell notification so that you don't miss any more of these goodies, any other videos. Alright, so before attaching to the hackle, I did tell you, I think I told you, that I was going to remove that comb, and I certainly did. Mainly so I wouldn't bump into it, but also as a safety precaution. The issue I'm having with the hackle is that my comb wants to pick up the wool that's already on there, so I have to kind of shove the wool down that's towards the tip of the combs. And then as I get towards the end of the comb full, I thought I just saw a bug, sorry. I got distracted. So as I get to the end of the comb, like there, I'm kind of having to pull the combs across the hackle at a weird angle, so that they don't pick up. There we go, right there. So it doesn't pick up any of the wool that I already have on the hackle, because that's supposed to stay there. Alright, so I am using my new Diz. It is both a Diz and a weaving gauge, which I have no idea how to use a weaving gauge, but since I just ordered a loom, I will begin weaving soon. That's for a future video. But dizzing hand comb top is drastically different from dizzing a blended top that you make from commercial top. Gosh, is that like confusing to you or just me? Anyways, when you put hand-combed fibers onto your hackle and diz them off, it tends to come off a lot easier than when you put commercially combed top on there. So at first I wasn't too worried about getting all the fiber off, but as I went, the fibers were all coming out easy, so I went back across, or I will go back across, and clean this diz off almost entirely. There's very little waste left at the end of this dizzing session. And I'm loving the buttery look and feel of this fiber. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could feel this. It's just amazing. Doesn't it look delicious? Like you could literally spread this on bread and eat it. Like it looks that good. Well, if you like extra fiber, I guess, since, you know, it is wool. Alright, so I think we're done, and I'm going to say goodbye and give you guys maybe a few seconds of music, if I have enough video space left over. You guys have a fabulous day, enjoy everything you do, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!